Hey yo, what's up? It's your boy HipHopGamer. Now you already know what's about to go.
Yeah, hold on. What y'all think about this Xbox and PS4 cloud service?
I know this mother. Shut fire! Oh shit! It's my show. You already know what time to go down. You know what I'm saying? You know how it goes down when I'm around. But real talk, that's my boy Carl Critical Eye. He got like one critical eye left. You know what I'm saying? Keep messing with your boy. Nah, that's my brother though. One love. But real talk, shut fire! We's about to go down right now. Why is it in this industry right now, everybody is talking about all this cloud technology? So I had to do even more search, like even more research, because some people that I'm speaking to, even developers, I felt wasn't keeping it full 100% with me. So I had to put the, the journalistic ears on. You know what I'm saying? So here's what I found out. Here's what I heard from other developers, and I'm gonna give it to you guys real raw. I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, so check this out. First thing we're gonna start out with is this. Big shout out to Ubisoft. You know what I'm saying? I was over there. I got a chance to check out the crew. The crew. Now, this is a racing ass game. They mapped the entire United States. You could be, like, real talk, if you in New York and you want to drive to Vegas, it'll take you probably like an hour and a half, I think, in the actual video game to get there. Now, obviously, they had to cut out some stuff to make, they ain't make it exactly to the T like the United States map, but it's the biggest we've ever seen for a video game. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, something so big, so huge, so seamless that couldn't be done on the PS3 or 360. I had to ask. I was like, hey, what about the cloud has enabled you to do this? Keep in mind, I was playing on the XboxOne when I asked this question, and the reason why is because it appears that Microsoft is doing most of the marketing when it comes to cloud technology. They already talked about the 300,000 servers and how they can, like be able to tackle NASA and stuff like that, like with all the technology that they have with the cloud. So I'm hearing all these things and it sounds nice, but I'm not seeing everything that I'm hearing, and I just want to know what's up. So back to the crew. Now I'm up here checking this game out, phenomenal, right? And when I asked the question about it, you're gonna see the full interview, because that interview ain't come out yet. You're gonna see the full interview. But the thing is, when I asked about, how does the cloud help with the big maps and seamlessness of the world and all this other stuff, you know what they told me, man? They told me the cloud had nothing to do with it. And then when I was like, really? Like, it don't have nothing to do with it? Like, no, this is just straight, just the power of the XboxOne and all this other stuff. I was like, yo, that's amazing, but I'm surprised the cloud didn't have nothing to do with it. So I said, well, what are you guys using the cloud for, considering this is a new IP and just everything is new? And they were saying, you know what they told me? Like, in terms of saving games, like game saves and certain streamlines like that, it works great for. Strike number one. So the reason why I say that, because anything that you marketing heavy this early in the new life cycle, you at least want to see something. You want to see some official representation of it. If this is a part of your marketing scheme to sell a product, that's one. Second thing is this: Mark Cerny, right, lead architect on PlayStation 4, Xbox rivals, right? They said that when it comes to cloud, you're not going to see no major graphical boosts. It won't affect that. You know what I'm saying? But you will see, probably better matchmaking and saves and things streamlined along those rules in the game development space. But in terms of, now you got cloud, so your graphics is going to get better because of that, and that wrong. That's what he said. And I didn't hear anything on Microsoft's part to debate or deny that. So as it stands right now, that seems to be legit, especially coming from someone like a Mark Cerny that's been in the industry so very long and has made classic games. You know what I'm saying? So that's the second thing. The third thing I wanted to bring up was the Xbox DRM situation and the fact that it reversed. Now initially, it was required that you have to have your Xbox One to the internet simply because of the cloud and the things that they wanted to do with it. So you couldn't not have your system online, or else they'll do a 24-hour check-in, and if they check and it ain't there, your system breaks. So they changed all of that. So since they changed all of that, does the cloud technology policy change too? You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a lot of gray areas that's not being answered, and it's frustrating because gamers want to know, because these is reasons why you want to buy a system, and some people can't afford both, so they need to choose. So people want to know, and if you don't know, you know what happens? You know what happens when people don't know stuff? They get angry. You know what happens when you get angry? You know what happens when people get angry, right? Shut up! You know how it goes down. I love this show. I hope y'all love it too. Now, let's keep going. Number 4, Gaikai. Now, we didn't see Gaikai be demonstrated on PlayStation 4 yet, but we've seen Gaikai be demonstrated, so we know what it is. Basically, if you go to YouTube and you push play to watch a video, Gaikai is exactly the same way. You go to Gaikai, push play, you play in the game, instantly stream, no download, no nothing. It's just in the cloud, and you just push play and you go. We've seen Nvidia have cloud gaming and stuff like that. We've seen what's that game? Hawken, I believe Hawken. That's been running on the cloud for God knows how long. Everybody done seen that at E3. So that was huge, and that was amazing, and that was very impressive. So we already know what Gaikai is about because they already been there, and they just taking that and putting it on the PlayStation 4. You see what I'm saying? So we already know what that is, what it's capable of. Where can it grow to? We don't know. But we do know this is the reason how Sony's going to have backwards capability, and how they're going to move the industry forward in terms of being able to have access to your favorite games instantly with no waiting. Alright? So at least so far, we know where Sony stands with their cloud computing. But with Microsoft, we hear a lot of things, but some of these things don't make sense because we haven't seen everything yet. Now, here's the killer. The next thing I want to say is this: Forza 5, and I just did a big interview with Forza 5. Shout out to that game, because that game is fire. That game looked crazy, seriously. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty with this whole cloud situation, right? So with Forza 5, right, they talked about the Drivatar. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen something like this, because playing Gran Turismo, you get your ghost. So basically what it is when you drive and do a lap and stuff, it remembers that you did it, so then you get the race against what you did. You see what I'm saying? To help yourself get better. So it's not the first time of us seeing some sort of Drivatar type of thing, because Gran Turismo did that way back, I think in PS2 days and stuff like that, with Gran Turismo 3, if I'm not mistaken. You feel me? So, and 4, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we've seen that before. But the thing is, to the extent that Forza is doing it, how you could just go into the cloud and grab all of these real human behavior ways of driving. So when you drive against people, it's not AI, it's the death of AI, as according to what my man Trevor said. So it's like that right there. Now that's showing something. But here's a problem: when that interview was done, and also when I released it, like, it was released after the news of the DRM reversal with Xbox. But when the interview was done and being cut, the DRM stuff was still in place. And he said it himself, you got to be connected online and all this other stuff. You still going to have a good experience offline, but you got to be connected online to really fully take full advantage of what Forza has to offer. Now that the DRM has been reversed, does the cloud still hold the same weight that they was trying to achieve before? Like, you know what I'm saying? These is a lot of questions that hasn't been answered, that need to be answered, and it gets people frustrated. You feel me? So that's that. Now, the next thing I want to say is this, and this is what I heard from a lot of people too. Now, when you online gaming, like on Call of Duty and or Battlefield and all that other stuff, the cloud's supposed to help out with matchmaking to like a whole new level, to give you better experiences on a more regular basis when you're playing games online. So the cloud's supposed to definitely help with that, but also the cloud's supposed to help with building persistent worlds. Meaning, like, let's say I turn the game on, I'm playing the game, I turn it off, I turn it back on, there's like 4 new buildings, new things, new areas built in the game, like in real time on the fly. That's what a lot of developers is going to be able to do, and that's what cloud gaming is all about, being able to change the entire game on the fly. Like, developers can do that, and when you play in the game, turn it off, turn it back on, it's a completely new game, completely new experience, and it's persisting, and it's ever growing and ever changing. You know, like just like how you see World of Warcraft and MMOs and things of that nature. So overall, like, what I'm just trying to say here is that there's a lot of talk with cloud technology. There's a lot of hype, but we need to know what's real. So PS4 versus Xbox One. Shot fired! You already know what time it is. Which one is real? Get at me. Check it out.
Give me my damn show back.
Shot fired!